It has been an exciting start, and we're being very quiet. We're out here in quarantine. We've been hearing a whole lot, so hopefully we're going to have an action-packed morning. It's me, Trishala. I've got Panda on camera with me, and at the moment we're listening out. Now, if this is the first time you're joining us, or maybe you just need a bit of a reminder, this is live and interactive, so you can head over to our website and register to ask questions and comments. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button so you can always be up to date with the latest amazing animal sightings. Lots and lots of birds I'm hearing at the moment, but I have lion tracks. There were leopards, or a leopard calling, alarm calls. There's impala, or one impala behind me that is looking a bit nervous, but the impala just off to the right in front of me are not. We've just got some down there. You can see they've still got their heads down and feeding. That's always a good indication that they're fairly relaxed. So a lot going on. And I've said this to you before, being on quarantine, this open area here is a great place because it's up on a crest. And you can hear for quite some time. Hi Daniel from Scotland, you are sending your greetings out to everyone. Well, greetings to you too. Thank you for joining us. I have a really good feeling about this morning. Really awesome feeling. It is our mushroom tree from yesterday. Isn't it a beautiful surprise? I'm not sure though if anything in the bush is much more beautiful than mushroom trees full of mushrooms, but I can tell you that there is a contender for that spot, and I think quite honestly that she's the most beautiful in the bush, and she's looking out at the mushroom trees too. Hello, gorgeous girl. It's Tlalamba. Good morning. Are you not an absolute stunner? We are so excited. She is. She has been in this area, so as you saw, it's quite close to the mushroom tree we had yesterday. That's off to my right. Off to my left is the chameleon we had this morning, and we have been circling this area trying to follow up on her, and we thought maybe she was into that drainage on the other side, but thank goodness she was right here, easily visible if you're looking in the right place at the right time, in the fork of the exact tree. And it was just her leg dangling, and then Panda spotted that leg. I couldn't be happier. This is so exciting. She loves this Western Quarantine area. Oh, my girl. Now, Tlalamba, if you don't know who she is the dominant female leopard. Female leopard in this area. The other one is Shadulu off to the west, but Tlalamba has inherited basically her mum's territory and even a little bit further west than her mum would usually be. And her mum was Tandi. So she is Marib's sister, if you know Marib's. Beautiful leopardess. Oh, look at that pose. So she was born in 2017, November of 2017. I think it's always nice to do a quick recap of who we're looking at and why she's so important, how old she is, things like that, so that everyone can be on the same page. When I met Tlalamba, she was just about to turn a year old. I think she was about 10 months old when I met her for the first time. So where I am right now, I am in a very small block between the beginning of Western Quarantine and Zoe's Road. That triangle.
Quite a lot of giraffe currently on Pridelands. Now, remember a couple of weeks back we spoke about giraffe and all their cardiovascular adaptations. And the reason being they've got a massive heart in order to get the blood pumped all the way to the brain. So there's structures in the artery system feeding the brain and draining the brain that prevents excessive pressure, because their body, the blood pressure in the body is excessively high, and those structures will regulate they ran awesome close up, and that's expert camera work there from BK. So I'm not going to talk about the vascular system that assists the blood pressure in the brain. I'm going to talk about their legs. So in order for their legs to literally not swell up like baboons, the skin and sort of connective tissue around their legs are extremely thick and very tough. So they literally act like pressure stockings in order to prevent the blood pressure in those legs to stay constant as well. Kind of like a G-suit that pilots use that flies military jets. It does the same thing. In this case, it's gravity that could potentially let blood and fluids drain down to the legs, so that skin as well as the connective tissue underneath it are very tight around those legs.
Shame, they are nice and warm. I don't blame these lions. They got up, I don't know if it was last night, probably. The low-lying areas would have been much, much colder than this top area. So it makes a lot of sense for them just to lie about on the top section, get away from that cold sinking air. But now the sun is warming up and they are feeling hot. The three amigos were not too far from this area as well, but walking through the valleys. But since they have left this area completely, they are fine, don't worry. And they are currently walking as we speak on one of the roads out here. It's quite far from here. Dark Main Lover, thanks for your comments. Good to hear from you again. It's been a while. I hope you've been well. Yeah, we've been good. We woke up with an awesome plan this morning and everything just fell in our favor. Enjoying a beautiful viewpoint, and then boom, we have lions. It's nice that they're here. This is a good spot to be in because we have been trying to get them on previous drives, but they have been in difficult areas. And I'm sure you've all been wondering, how is the Amakhala Pride doing? So now you know. Just amazing how concealed they are there. You could easily drive past them, easily. Especially that male lion, being 200 kilograms and just over, you can't even see him, he's just sort of flat. Not sure when their last meal was. I'm just hoping one of them at least stands up. We could see the stomach. Yeah, that one lioness is having a good old stretch. Look at that. It's like when you wake up in the morning and you have a good stretch. Stretch out your toes. No, she's looking in decent enough condition, not terribly full, but not hungry.
Oh well, maybe we'll see the chameleon in the afternoon. Gone indeed. Oh well, it was such a fantastic drive. There was all that mania this morning with all the tracks and all of that, and then couldn't find anything. But then we had elephants, we had the chameleon, and then finally our girl Tlalamba. And on top of that, we also had Chris and Pridelands, and we had Andrew and Amakhala, those various viewpoints, and then finally some lions. So it was a really good sunrise safari. And thank you all for joining us. It was fantastic. Can you see the chameleon? If any of you can see the chameleon, that would be great too. It can be really difficult at times. But hey, this afternoon we could find more chameleons. We could find Tlalamba again. Possibilities are endless. And I'm pretty excited. But now it's off to breakfast. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. It's been a pleasure and an honor. Thank you for your questions and your comments. See you later.